It was right before I left my full-time job to start this business that someone said to me, they said, Alex, just get in your head that in the first year of business, in the first 3 years of business, you're probably not going to get to go on a vacation. Looking back, I am so grateful that they were wrong because that first year, I actually got to go on a pretty extended, disconnected vacation. And every year for the past 6 years, I've taken upwards of a month off at certain times to rest and refresh, to focus on other priorities, and to really embrace the freedom that entrepreneurship makes possible. But I've often thought, was that person trying to be negative and pessimistic and gloomy about the future? And I actually don't think that was the case at all. I think they were actually being realistic to what they had experienced and observed, because their only context for entrepreneurship was entrepreneurs that ran their business, and they didn't know or observe any entrepreneurs that actually owned their business. And there's a difference between running and owning. If you're running, you're reactive, you're tactical, you're firefighting. If you actually focus on owning your business as an asset, you experience freedom, you get to be thoughtful and strategic with how you're growing, and you get to experience the freedom and fruitfulness of having a business that isn't totally dependent on you to survive or to grow. And here's the principle that I want you to know today, is that the path from running to owning always, and I mean that specifically, always involves operationalizing. What is operationalizing? It's making excellence predictable and repeatable instead of haphazard and accidental. And it's really 4 steps that you apply to every area of your business. It's standardize, making sure you clarify benchmarks for success, document in a platform that's clear and accessible by the whole team, evaluate, creating rhythms, systems, and structure for ongoing accountability, and then improve, creating a culture of never-ending forward motion in performance, in processes, and in standards. And what I want you to know is it's possible for you, if you're running your business, if you're in survival mode, if you're on the treadmill, it's possible for you to own your business. I know that's true because I've experienced it. I've also seen so many other leaders make that transition. I just guarantee you it will involve operationalizing. And man, just as a heads up, this is so cool. We've been teaching this content to business owners around the country for years in a one-on-one format. For the first time ever, we're going to be teaching it in a 12-week virtual course called the Operationalize Your Business Pathway. This is for any business owner who wants to hone this skill and is ready to implement it in their business. It's going to be implementation focused, helping you figure out, hey, how do we systemize, document, and have the accountability that we need to make this thing run and grow without my day-to-day involvement. It's going to be a powerful course. All the links are in the email. But the thing that I want you to remember regardless is the path from running to owning always involves operationalizing. Let's go.